Hello, ladies. I am so excited to come to you for Friday YouTube Live. And today we are having a DIY hair fest. Yes, during COVID, so many of us have not been able to get to our salons. And in some ways, maybe it's been a little bit of a blessing. It's definitely been a blessing for me because I have found some amazing ways to make my hair look phenomenal without having to spend hundreds of dollars and loads of hours in a hair salon. So today we're going to be talking about some of the tips and the products that I have found. I'm also going to be bringing on a very good friend of mine, Theta, who has got the complete opposite hair to me. So if you are watching this and you feel like, oh, well, great, Tracy, but you have a full head of hair, and boy, do I ever, then we are going to be talking to Theta as well, who experienced hair loss and hair thinning, and she has used these same methods and same products, and this has worked miraculously for her. So we're going to be having a really, really fun conversation, and I would love for you to join us. So if you have not already, go ahead and log into YouTube, because this will enable you to put comments in the chat, and then that way you can ask your questions and you can get them answered in real time. So for those of you who are new to my channel, I'm Tracy Gold. I'm a personal stylist, YouTube, a fashion influencer, QVC fashion presenter, and I just love sharing tips that help women over 40 look and feel fabulous. And today is no exception. So yeah, oh great. Oh, fantastic. Kim is here. Deep water happy. Kim, it's so wonderful to have you here. Oh, and by the way, Kim, woohoo! My husband just had his first vaccine today. So we are super excited. We are celebrating. I'm still too young. That's for the first time. It's like not a thing to be on the other side of 50, but so only 50-year-olds and up are allowed to get it in New York City. So, but anyway, we're celebrating. So it's great to have you here. For those of you who are here, just say hi in the chat. It's so good to have you here because this is interactive. That's why I'm doing live, because I want it to be a two-way conversation as opposed to a one-way conversation. So ladies, how many of you have really struggled with your hair during COVID? I'm going to show you some photographs of what my hair really looks like, because I think people go, oh, but Tracy, your hair always looks fabulous. My hair is hard work, guys. It is really hard work, and it's going to be interesting for you to see how it really looks and like what it looks like before I've done all of this and what it often takes. But I have found ways to make this super quick, and it's really making my hair feel amazing and look amazing. But don't just take my word for it, because many of us have got different types of hair. So we're going to be talking about that in a second. But how many of you have really, really struggled with your hair during COVID? You can't get to the salon. You don't have, your regular visits where you go for your treatments. I used to have keratin treatments because my hair just becomes very unruly if I don't. And you'll see some before photographs so you can see I have a lot of it. And, then how many of you have experienced hair loss, hair thinning? Some of you may even have had that during the stress of COVID. I even have a friend who is a long hauler, and she got COVID way in the beginning, and she's really, really struggled with her hair because her hair's just it's just been thinning because of the effects of COVID. So I would love to hear from you, all your questions, and we'll answer them in real time. So I'm going to invite my friend Theta to the stage because she is amazing, and she's going to share her story. I'm going to share my story, and we're just going to have a DIY fest over all things hair. So Theta, welcome. It's so great to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here. This is fun.
Yeah, thanks. It is too. And I can see, unfortunately the windows are just, the light is coming and going and coming and going, but this is the fun thing about live video, right? It just is what it is. Yeah. So Theta, you and I have had quite a few conversations about hair, and you and I have very different types of hair. So can you just share a little bit about the challenges that you face with your hair?
Yeah, so this was an aha moment during COVID, to be honest with you, where I wasn't doing my hair as often. We all were at home, I was exercising, etc. And I kept putting my hair, as it was growing. I never was able to grow out my hair, number one, because it kept breaking and it was damaged and all that. But when I started putting it in a ponytail to go walking, because I walked like 3 miles every day during COVID, I would put my hair back, and I kept noticing that my forehead was looking a little bit bigger. And I didn't really know that that could be fixed. It was something that most women over 40 or even 50 start to experience some hair loss or hair thinning. So call it a bigger forehead, call it hair loss.
A bigger forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of didn't want to admit that that was happening, but because I part my hair on the side, I thought, well, maybe nobody will notice, whatever. And then I found these products that have completely restored my hairline.
Wow.
It's kind of crazy. And not only that, what I also didn't know, because you don't know what you don't know until you know. I did not know that my hair was as damaged as it was. It was not shiny anymore, but I really didn't notice that, because it's just, you see it every day. And when I use these products after just one use, I noticed that my hair looked shiny again. And over the course of these past 6 or 7 months, my hair is healthier than it has ever been. So it's been a complete game changer to me.
Yeah, that's amazing. And I'm actually going to share the screen because, there's nothing like some really good before and after photographs to to really show and emphasize what that looks like. So, here we can actually see in the before and after that your hairline was receding.
Yes.
And, and then we can see, wow, like you actually are getting new baby hairs, and they look, even from this photograph, I can see that they're actually very healthy, right?
They are. And, even my hairstylist who colors my hair, she said, your baby hairs are now, you can color them. I mean, they're strong. They're not breaking. They're growing. And these are just growing out.
Yeah, that's amazing. Theta, that's incredible. So, and then also, like, you were talking about the fact that your hair was looking dull, and, so speak a little bit about that.
Well, so what I have learned since I started on these hair products is that, when we color treat our hair or heat style our hair, we are damaging the hair shaft. The hair, if you want to imagine a palm tree upside down, perhaps, the shaft of the hair that would normally be like as smooth for virgin hair, it starts to break down. And so you'll have the light refracting off of these little imperfections or potholes in your hair, if you want to call them that. And so your hair becomes dull and less shiny. It becomes weaker and will break. So for any of us that are color treating our hair or heat styling our hair, the damage is real and it can be healed with some of these products.
Yeah. 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 So that's amazing. So I'm going to, so just to be completely upfront with my viewers, my hair color is my natural hair color. So I don't color my hair,
You're so lucky.
I know, but I have a lot. If you look close, okay, so especially up here, you can see, right? I call them my horns now. This is white, Theta. It is like, right, but I actually quite like it. I kind of feel like it's the fire and ice that I have. Yeah, so like I have this red, and then I have so it's kind of the fire and ice thing, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. So I'm riding it for as long as I can. So I don't color treat my hair, but I definitely style my hair, and I'm going to share with you guys. Like, I actually have so people think, oh, I have great hair, and I do, and so I feel very blessed that I have, but so my story is that my hair has grown very long. I mean, those of you, those people who have followed me for a while know how long my hair is now in comparison to what it was. And out of desperation, I actually contacted my favorite hairstylist and very good friend in Cape Town, South Africa. And I did a Zoom call with her, and she taught me how to cut my own hair.
Wow.
And I actually love it. I find I get my hair exactly the way I want it. And I also thin it out. So this is it thinned out. Ladies, this is it thinned out because I have it so much of it and it gets very heavy. And because I'm petite and I have a small face, it just gets overwhelming. And then also especially these get very heavy. But what people don't realize is that I have two different textures of hair. So my hair doesn't look like this naturally. And I'm going to share with you just what it actually looks like. So my hair has got two different textures. And if you see this here,
Wow.
hold on, you'll see. Yeah. So my top pieces are straight and my bottom pieces are curly, but they're not a nice kind of curl. I'm sorry, but maybe it looks a little nice-ish in the picture, but it isn't nice at all. And then I also have, I'm just going to stop sharing that one, and then I'm going to share with you this one. And this just really shows you what my hair looks. So I was actually at the hairdresser before. So this is a great before and after. So this is kind of
Wow.
if you can see here, that's what my hair. So if I don't have keratin treatments, this is what my hair looks like. And this is with it just easily blow dried straight. It's very frizzy, it's very heavy, and it's very hard for me to manage, right? It just is, and then what it means, and to your point, Theta, is it means a lot of blow drying and a lot of curling and that kind of thing. So for many years I had keratin treatments, but when I moved to New York, the keratin treatments seem to have chemical in them, whereas the ones that I had in South Africa didn't. And it's very expensive,
Yes.
and B, it takes hours because I have so much hair. And then I also found that my hair was feeling quite heavy after a keratin treatment here in New York,
Yes.
as opposed to kind of just having it more manageable. And so that's what we're going to talk about, is like, how would we then handle those different types of hair conditions and hair problems? So I have the opposite problem to Theta. I have way too much hair. I have to thin it out. I do now I cut it myself and I thin it out, but it still is hard to manage. So we're going to talk about some great solutions that are both time friendly and budget friendly, which is awesome. Yeah. Hey, Ingrid, sorry, I see Ingrid has joined us. Thank you so much. It's great. I've connected with Ingrid just the other day on a networking event, and we connected through LinkedIn, and I said, hey, come to this live. It's amazing how these things work. So Ingrid has a question. So Ingrid says, Tracy, I have the same hair. Oh, okay. Straight on top and in the front, and then kinky wavy in the back. Have you ever spot keratin treated your hair? So Ingrid, we have the same problem. But let me tell you that. So I didn't. I mean, most of my hair is that curly stuff. So I would go as far as to say is almost about this amount. But then this is really nice and smooth. The problem is when I curl it, then this is the stuff that doesn't keep the curls. But it's staying in curl better now. It's actually, even styling my hair is easier. So Theta, let's let them in on our secret, because I'm very excited to share the secret with. And let me just tell you, I met Theta and she introduced me to this stuff, and I was like, I kept going back to her. She wasn't, trying like salesy and trying to stop me. I was like, no, but keep telling me about this hair stuff, because I'm kind of at my wit's end. I don't want to damage my hair with lots of styling, but I need to be camera ready a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is what I do. So Theta, just tell us a little bit about the actual products that you and I have both tried and are finding amazing results from.
Yeah, so I am so excited to share this because it does work on every single hair type. And there's just, the company is called Theorem, but the three products that we launched the company with are called The Method. And The Method helps heal your hair from root to tip. And that is square root for your root health and a little bit of root lift, but also that is the product that has restored my hairline. And I can go into that and answer questions for you guys. Yes, square root, they're all math terms, which I think is kind of fun. The square root nourishes the scalp. It reduces inflammation on your scalp that can come from hormones, medication, diet, stress, etc. And then it has caffeine as the stimulant, the root stimulant. And like I said, this is a game changer for me. This is what has restored my hairline. Now, if you have a lot of hair like Tracy does, you don't need more hair, and it's not going to grow more hair if you already have a full head of hair. What it will do is perhaps give you some root lift, because your hair is so heavy. You can actually spray this at the root or spray it into your hand, massage it into your scalp, and provide a little lift. So it's fabulous.
And
The
let me just come in with that and
yeah,
just say, because when I first spoke to you about it and you were talking about this, I was like, oh, I don't want more hair. I don't want fuller hair. I don't, and you rightfully explained to me that it actually just helps to root lift. So it's not going to create hair that isn't there, right? It's not going to grow
right.
more hair follicles. And I have to say that I'm loving it because normally what happens is that these pieces and even my straight pieces get very heavy. So now
Yes.
what I do is I just spray a little bit in here and it actually gives me a bit of a lift. Like this
It
doesn't
does.
normally happen with my hair, ladies.
Yeah, same thing happens with mine. Like when I brush this, because I've had that root lift, it'll stay up. I mean, normally my hair would be completely flat. So the root lift, I mean, it pulls it a little bit up and around on my hair. And again, for yours, it would do the same thing.
Yeah, and I'm even finding, so I put on my crown as well. I love that 70, that little bit of a crown thing on the 70. And I'm finding that as well is very, it's just great. I'm really enjoying it. Yeah.
Yes. So then we have density, and density is a deep conditioning treatment. This is, I don't know if I had never used a deep conditioner for my hair because my hair is so fine that like I
Mm.
didn't need any more weight on my hair. This is a water-based deep conditioning treatment that is so lightweight that I actually use it as a leave-in conditioner. And the reason why is because it is a heat protectant as well. So I will not go without this at all, especially if I'm heat styling, which I do. And I even believe it or not, I put a straight iron on my hair just to kind of calm. I have a weird hair. It's not curly. It's maybe a little bit wavy. Some of it straight as well. And I just like a sleek look. So I just use the straight iron to kind of make it a little bit sleeker. But this is a game changer. So it can be used on my hair. It makes my hair feel stronger. It's less, less breakage. For someone like you, it'll start to make your hair more manageable.
That is exactly what's happening. And, to be honest with you, Theta, I was getting a little worried about my ends because, although I've been trimming them because that's one thing also, ladies, it's very important for you to get a regular trim. And I didn't understand this until I spoke to a stylist that I was, I asked her, I was like, well, why is it so important? She says, well, when you have dry ends or split ends, it actually starts to climb up. So if you don't have them trimmed, if you don't get regular trims to your hair, it's actually going to climb up and make them worse. And I was starting to feel like, oh, I don't know, I might have to really go and get a proper cut off about that much hair. But since I've been using the density and I put it in my hair, so I shampoo my hair and then I put it in and then I use it dry because I only wash my hair once a week. I don't have to wash it often. And then I use it dry and it is amazing. And it also seems to lighten. It just, it makes it bouncy.
Now, have you gotten
what it is?
I know it does. Have you tried the sugar pie?
Oh no, that's like I can't decide which is my favorite. So I use the density because so you use the density of this from this down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the sugar pie is like it feels like an oil, but it dries very quickly, so it doesn't make your hair oily. And then I use that just on the ends, and then just kind of for my flyaways because this gets a little bit.
And actually, so I'm kind of looking at my flyaway here. This is baby hair, but what you can also do with density is just put like a little tiny bit, rub it like this, and then you can smooth. You can use it as a styling cream.
Yeah.
To tame some of the frizzies.
Yeah, that's amazing. I even use a bit of the sugar pie for that, but it's because my hair is so dry. So I am able to use that. Yeah.
Sugar pie is going to make your hair hydrophobic. So when your hair if you suffer any frizz, what happens with the frizz is the moisture from the air, the humidity, is actually going into the damaged little potholes of your hair, and it's causing the water, your hair to just frizz. So this actually will make your hair hydrophobic as opposed to hydrophilic. And you can play chemist if you'd like. Some people with curly hair mix the two together in their palm to be able to distribute that sugar pie exactly where they want, because it is very watery.
Yeah, yeah. I want to just share a funny story the other day. It was quite fun. I went to so for those of you who don't know, I live in New York City, and so we're just coming out of the winter and into spring. It's really beautiful. But the other day, I walked down to my regular wine shop to get wine, and normally what I do, because of the frizz, this is the frizz story. Normally, what I do is I put my sort of trench coat or coat over my hair because I don't want it to be out and get all the frizz stuff, right? But I'd started using these products and I was loving how my hair was looking. It wasn't looking frizzy. So I thought, I'm just going to leave it out now for now. And I went down, I had a mask on because in New York, we're all wearing masks. And I got to the counter to pay. And this is my regular place, right? And he asked for my ID. I was like, hell yeah, I'll give you my ID, but I'm like 47, you know? It was really funny, but but what it said to me though, because my hair was out, like how young our hair can make us look. Because I had a mask on, so he couldn't see much of me, but he could see my hair. And I was like, wow, hair can really make a difference, you
It
know?
really can. And you know how you said your hair felt younger? That's how I feel about my hairline. Having my hairline come back and not have such a receding, or bigger forehead, I just feel like it's a facelift for my hair too. So it's just a game changer.
Yeah, the products also smell amazing. So I have a tiny little like pretend walk-in closet. Like I can step 1 or 2 steps, and that's my closet. But I have them up on the, like I have a little stand, and I have them there. And every time I walk into my little walk-in closet, which is a big thing in New York, let me tell you, it's like hardly ever available. The smell of these products is so amazing. And my husband's just like, oh, your hair smells so good. I love your hair, so. I'm finding this is really helpful. And then also, Theta, I just want to share about the shampoo and conditioner.
Yes,
So these three products are the method, right? So these are for everybody, right?
correct.
Am
Yep,
I correct in saying that? I understand that correctly. So
absolutely.
those three are going to help everybody with their hair, and they package it really nicely so it's affordable. And then you can use these no matter what hair conditioner and shampoo you're
Absolutely.
using. But if you want to take it to that next level, and I really did, I actually got the Hydrate shampoo and conditioner, and that's also been completely amazing. And then they have one for volume. So they
Yes.
have, if
So
you need
we have
volume.
this one's the volume. I'm trying to make sure volume. And this is the Infinity or moisturizing condition, or it's shampoo and conditioner. So we've got a volume duo and an Infinity duo. Now, what the volume duo does, it's great if you have oily hair. It's great if you have fine hair. And I have fine hair, but I'm going to tell you something here. So it really makes my hair poofy. It's almost as if, and I've never had a volume shampoo and conditioner do this to
Yeah,
that
poofy
extent.
hair.
I mean, it's lighter weight, lighter weight. So if you have baby fine hair and you want some volume, definitely this stuff works. We also have a 60-day money back guarantee, so it's kind of a no-brainer. So I have had a couple of clients actually swear that they want the volume, absolutely swear that they want the volume shampoo and conditioner. And even though I thought maybe they should use the moisturizing, the company literally half a bottle already gone, sent them the other formulation. It's so easy. But the moisturizing shampoo and conditioner really hydrates your hair. And for you, Tracy, I mean, like some of our clients are saying if they use this formulation with the method, they are not having to get keratin treatments anymore.
I have to tell you, I've only had about 3 washes because I said to you, I wash my hair 3 times, once a week. But
Mm-hmm.
I've been using the method almost
Mm-hmm.
every day, not every day, but almost every day. And I have to tell you that when I blow dry my hair, so what I normally do is I blow dry it straight when I first wash it. And then if I feel, if I'm styling it, then I'll do the curls the other day or whatever the case is. But my hair drying time has gone down because it's not taking me so long to tame that, like, enormous mane, I'm finding it so much easier for me to get in because I'm prissy like right from the root of that.
Mhm.
And I'm excited to see how my hair is going to change over time. And I'm not going to go back to keratin treatments. Also because this stuff is clean, right? So there's no harmful chemicals in it. There's no formaldehyde, which is important because that's one of the problems with the keratin treatments,
Yep.
besides the cost of the keratin treatments. And then also it's vegan, which for me is important, and it's cruelty free. So it's, it ticks all the boxes for me, and it's not ridiculously expensive
No, it's not.
either, which is
And
phenomenal.
it's also sulfate free. So this is something that I just want to educate
Mm.
people, because sometimes, I mean, we've all heard those sulfate free, and it seems like a good thing. So before I was educated on that and the sulfate free thing became a craze, we were all saying, okay, well, that must be better for us. Let's buy it. But what is it really for? So the sulfates are actually the lather. They are the lather that make your suds in your shampoos and conditioners, really more the shampoos. And the suds, we always have thought we want squeaky clean hair. But what the sulfates do is they actually strip your scalp and hair of its natural oils. So what it does, if you have an oily scalp, it's going to actually produce more oil because you're trying to create a perfect pH on your scalp. So these shampoos and conditioners are sulfate free. They are the perfect pH of your skin. So what you're going to find is that there's less stress on your scalp. There's less dryness. If you have oily scalp, it's going to start to balance. Some people with oilier scalps, it takes up to 6 shampoos to kind of get your scalp and your oil glands to sort of calm down. But that also can result, if you're using sulfate shampoo, you can actually have a drier scalp. You can have perhaps dandruff. You can have an oilier scalp if you tend that way. It's kind of crazy to think about that. But these are also gluten-free. Now, here's the funny thing. When I first heard gluten-free, I thought, I am not eating this. This is not, it's great that it's gluten-free, but, but what it is that your scalp or your skin is your biggest organ. And if you have Hashimoto's or gluten intolerance, having a shampoo that actually has gluten in it will cause irritation.
Yeah, it's such a good point because I think we are becoming much more aware of what is in our products, and I think that there's a lot more awareness around scalp health and how that impacts on your hair. And I think especially as we get older, we want to really care for our hair, right? We really want to be able to keep it nourished and keep it going so that we can have long hair, because I don't buy this thing that women over 40 must cut their hair. I mean, I just think it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, for some, yeah.
Or that you mustn't, that you must color your hair. Listen, if you want to color your hair, fabulous, go ahead. If you want a short pixie cut, fabulous. But you don't have to feel restricted because that's the only option for you.
Yeah. I think for me, I mean, I've had longer hair when I was 40. I ended up cutting it and doing a little bob. I mean, it was healthier for my hair because I did start to color my hair. This is the longest it's been. I've been growing it out because I had a little wedgie bob thing and it took a while for the back to grow out. And now I'm just growing it and it's just healthy. I mean, it
is, Theta.
It's just so healthy.
Yeah. And I mean, for me as well, like I'm feeling my hair is like even a friend of mine was saying, and she watches my lives, she joins and she said, what is with your hair? And it was just 2 weeks. She goes, it's shiny, it's bouncy, it's all this. And I'm like, really? Can you tell? I'm so excited. But even the styling, so I use a GHD.
I do too.
I use a GHD. Yeah, I love the GHD wand is amazing.
Yes.
I brought it over from South Africa. Sadly, my GHD hair dryer doesn't convert. I was devastated. But anyway, but I've even noticed that when I curl my hair, it bounces up. It does this look, and it holds the curl for longer. So these straight bits that normally get very heavy and saggy and like looking, and then I've got to restyle my hair. I'm finding that that my curls lasting longer, my style is lasting longer, everything's lasting longer. So, and I just think, Theta, just one more thing is that, I think coming out of COVID, we're now wanting some inspiration. We're thinking of what we want to present to the world, how we want to present ourselves and how we want to look. And I also think many of us have got smaller budgets, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that's what's so great about Theorem is that it's offering you this DIY option that's really salon quality, but you're not having to spend hundreds of dollars.
Exactly.
Right.
And there's one other little magic ingredient in our shampoos and conditioners that is actually an anti-pollutant ingredient that actually helps repel the environmental, toxins, whatever, dust, just anything attracting to your hair, dirt and dust. And so you can go longer between washes.
That's amazing. That's incredible. I only wash mine once a week, so I figure that's my scalp.
Yeah, for me, I have always washed my hair every day. And that's because partially I'd sleep on it. It would get crazy. I don't know. But I can go 2 days easily now, which is pretty big.
That's amazing. That's incredible. And that also takes better care of your hair because you should, to not have to wash it every day. Yeah. So ladies, I've put the link in the chat here, but I know for people in the replay, YouTube have got this thing where they hold back the chat for 24 hours. But if you look in the first few lines of the description of the video, which is the text box just underneath the actual video, you will see the link, and it's Tracy Gold, TheraMethod.com. Please do, if you do decide you want to get more information about it, feel free to take a look in that link. If you do decide to purchase and try it, remember there is a 60-day money-back guarantee, but please do use my link because that actually helps me to build my business. It supports my business. If you just go off and Google Theorem, it doesn't help me, guys. So I would really appreciate if you do use my link. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments, even in the replay, and I'm happy to answer your questions. And if I can't, then I'll get Theta to do so.
And the other thing, Tracy, you can do is you can drop your $10 coupon code for their first purchase in the chat.
Oh, that's
so
fantastic.
So you're going to go.
Friend. Okay.
Yes, so you're going to go on your website, Tracy, and you grab that Give 10, Get 10. It's only good. Yeah.
Yes,
and go ahead and put that in the chat, and that will give everyone who's listening a $10 off their first purchase. That code is only good through March 31st. So you want to grab that code. You want to put your name and email address in there, even if you use the code next month. But you have to grab it this month. So.
Okay, that's fantastic. Awesome. So ladies, thank you so much for joining us. I really hope this is helpful to you and that you've gained some insight and some tips, whether you choose to try a Theorem or not. There's absolutely no pressure here. I'm so excited about it that I wanted to share it with you and share the love, and so we can save dollars and save time and still look and feel fabulous. So feel free, once again, I'll say the link is in there. It's also within the first few lines of the description, so you can actually check it out there. And I will, after this video, I will also put the coupon code, the $10 off, in there as well, so you can get that. And then just have fun. I have a question. So saying, would you recommend starting with the original kit or the full kit, Theta?
Well, if you want amazing hair and try all the products, if you're thinking about joining us on this hair journey, I would get the full kit like Tracy did, the $139. It's over $200 worth of product. And if you just have more experience to be able to share what works, what doesn't, for you, and just try the products.
Yeah, for me, Theta, I have to say, so I also, I tried out the product. I purchased the products myself, so these were not given to me. That's how much I was excited about them. And, because it offers a 60-day money-back guarantee, I was like, well, what have I got to lose, right? Yeah. If I hate them, I can send them back. It's not a problem. And I think that's the big thing, is that they stand by their product. And also, it's a woman-run business, run by women, for women. And I think it's so important to be able to support each other, especially as we come out of COVID and we just start regenerating the economy again, right? And so many women have been impacted during this time. So so Kim, if it were me, for me, I did the whole McCoy because I wanted the really hair, the really hair. I wanted the really red carpet treatment because it was just so important. Kim, dry hair, yes. So what I did is I purchased the Method So I've got the Method, and then I got it's the Infinity, right? The Infinity
Yeah.
shampoo and conditioner. It is
Yeah.
amazing. It smells so good as well. It's amazing. Kim says she washes once a week unless she's cycling, and then twice to three times. Color heated appliances used. Yes, that's the thing, is that our hair takes a real working, and I think also, like, when I'm on camera a lot, then I'm having to style my hair. I can't have it like loose curls. It has to be the real thing. But I'm feeling so much better because I know that you can use this on your dry hair as well, Kim. So if you're going to school, then you can just simply, like, instead of washing your hair every day, just use the Method again on this from down, and then style your hair, and then use the sugar pie.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
And I
It's
wish
something
that I had
incredible.
had Density as a styling treatment when my daughter was doing dance and dance competitions, when I had to keep putting it in all sorts of different hairstyles. This stuff is not crunchy. It is water-based. So it really is
Yes.
style, and it's water-based, and it's so easy to restyle your hair after you've used this as even a styling cream.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense, Theta. I think because it is very light, it doesn't, because I find a lot of the stuff that I've put in my hair, it makes your hair, then you have to wash it the next day, right? So really, if I'm going to put my hair back, because one of the things that I find is, if we're going to go off, but there's been so many questions, so we may as well keep going. But yeah, I know. Well, we're all learning hair. So like, if I'm having a bit of a bad hair, well, it doesn't happen often anymore. But what I used to do is I used to tie my hair back, but then I have all these like little extra pieces that come out. So I could use the Density to get it like sleek. Oh, that's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Because I love that sleek ponytail with the bushy. Like, I've wanted to do that, but I can never get that sleek without having to put tons of hairspray in my hair.
Yeah. I
So
haven't
now I
used
know what to
hairspray this
do.
whole pandemic.
That's interesting. That's interesting. For those of you who do need a good hairspray, I find Verb is amazing. It's a vegan hairspray. It's anti-cruelty, and it is absolutely delicious. And I find it doesn't make my hair crunchy, and I don't have to, like, when I curl my hair like I did today, then I just spray some, and the next day it doesn't feel like I have it in my hair. So
Oh,
you
and I
can
have
always
to
just check that out.
share
Mm.
one more thing. We are coming out with 4 new products next month. We have
Ooh.
30 scheduled for the next 3 years. But we are coming out with a purple shampoo and conditioner for blondes and silvers. That
Ooh.
yes, that helps tone down brassiness. And we are coming out with a curl cream and a straightening balm next month.
Oh, I'm gonna have to have both of those because I like straight and curly,
Yes,
and
yes, yes.
I think that's also the thing, right? Like, aren't we ready for fun, girls? Like, aren't we ready for fun? Theta, what do you think? I'm ready for some fun in my life.
Well, and I want to be able to get out of quarantine and be able to go places and have great hair. And you know what's funny? What I didn't realize about hair, this hair business, honestly, is how much that relates to our confidence. And when you have a great hair day, you don't want to waste it at home. So when we are able to get out and about again, we are going to feel confident about our hair, whether you want it more manageable or whether you want it to be shiny again or strong and grow more hair, whatever you want, you're going to be able to come out of this very confident.
Yeah, that's amazing. Kim asked what is the hairspray? It's called Verb. Pop me. In fact, afterwards, I'll give you a link. I'll put the link in the comments after this video as well on Amazon. I really love it. I used to love the GHD hairspray a lot because it was amazing, but I just have this thing. I just don't want any products that are tested on animals, and I'm not sure if they do. One of the things that I do know, though, is that if they export to China, then their products are tested, because by law, China insists on every product being tested. So I become very aware of what I'm putting on, what I'm purchasing and what I'm supporting, and cruelty-free all the way for me. So Melissa says, I'm a salon stylist myself. Oh, great, Melissa. And she says she has been for many years, and this is the product, sorry, this is a product brand new to me. Please tell me more.
Yes.
Wow, Melissa. So you can actually go onto the, because I'll share the link again.
And I want to say too, for Melissa, we have launched a professional program, and they can join under you, Tracy. But I can go into that more if we want to have a 3-way or something.
Okay, so Melissa, I'm just going to give you my email address, and you can email me, and I will CC Theta in. That is my personal email address, even though it's an info. So go ahead and email me, and then I'll CC Theta in, and we can have more of a conversation, and then also answer all the questions. Because I have to say, this product is going places. And let me once again say to you, Theta was not trying to push this down my throat. In fact, we were having a conversation about something completely unrelated, and I had just seen her email signature, and I was like, what is that? What is that? And I have been looking for something for a very long time so that I don't have to go and have keratin treatments. And I've tried a lot of things, ladies. I've tried a lot. And this is just like unlike anything I've ever seen before. So
yeah, a lot of hairstylists around the country are discovering it, and when they try it on themselves, they're like, wow, this is a game changer. So it truly is.
Yeah. Aren't we just happy for technology, right? Like that products can be developed like this. So much has been developed since, I mean, I remember when I was a kid and or a teenager, and I had the 2 different hair types. Oh, and I drove a moped. So I grew up in the 80s, late 90s, like early 90s. And so the big hair was very in, and I used to perm my just to make it more controllable. I used to perm my hair. And then somebody asked me about spot. I can't remember who it was. She was asking about spot treatment on on parts of it. And I used to especially perm the straight parts and then perm the rest so that it looked the same. And I used to style my hair really big, opposite to what I try and do now. And then I'd put my moped, like my motorcycle helmet over it, and it would just go like this.
Well, I had the claw bang, in college, I think.
Oh, I tell you, don't we just remember? So Kim just said she ordered the whole bunch and she's ready. She ordered the whole full kit. So awesome, Kim. And we'd love to have you, maybe what we're going to do going forward is just to share our stories, because I found this so helpful, and to hear different women's stories and different hair stories as well, because we all have, some of us have got similar hair and some of us have very different hair. So maybe we'll have to do a live with you, Kim, as well. So that'll be fun. Oh, and my hair is going, well, let me just get my sugar pie. Quickly, wave it down here, because I'm ready to go out and go for a walk in the park because there's nothing else to do yet.
And it's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. Well, ladies, we need to go. This has been amazing. So wonderful to have you all. And I'm so happy to see, I can see quite a few of you saying, yeah, you're going to check it out. And Amy, it's great that you've been here live. Awesome to see you, my friend. It's been way too long since we've spoken. So thank you so much. Again, in the replay, I'll put the links in the description for your $10 off. Once again, it's 60 days, money back guarantee. There's nothing to lose. Try it. If you hate it, it's absolutely fine. You can send it back. So, but I think you're going to love it. And I'm excited to hear your hair stories. We may have to have a once a month hair story live. That will be fun.
I like it.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, ladies. Till next time. Take care. Bye.